2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1 through 10. I must go on boasting. Though there is nothing to be gained by it, I will go on to visions and revelations of the Lord. I know a man in Christ who 14 years ago was caught up to the third heaven. Whether in the body or out of the body, I do not know. God knows. And I know that this man was caught up into paradise. Whether in the body or out of the body, I do not know. God knows. And he heard things that cannot be told, which man may not utter. On behalf of this man I will boast, but on my own behalf I will not boast, except of my weaknesses. Though if I should wish to boast, I would not be a fool, for I would be speaking the truth. But I refrain from it, so that no one may think more of me than he sees in me or hears from me. So to keep me from becoming conceited because of the surpassing greatness of the revelations, a thorn was given me in the flesh, a messenger of Satan to harass me, to keep me from becoming conceited. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord about this, that it should leave me. But he said to me, My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. For the sake of Christ then, I am content with weaknesses, insults, hardships, persecutions, and calamities. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Paul continues his boasting in today's passage with a person that has received a special revelation from the Lord. There is debate as to whether this person who has been caught up to the third heaven is Paul, since he mentions of the surpassing greatness of the revelations later in the letter. Regardless of who received the revelations, Paul's main exhortation is to be content with weaknesses through which the power of Christ is displayed. Paul was also tempted to be prideful in the revelations he has received, but God has allowed a thorn in the flesh to keep him from becoming prideful. Paul understood that this was given for Paul to rely upon God's grace all the more, and therefore his pride and boasting is only in Christ, whose power is made complete in his weakness. Psalm 25 verse 9 says, He leads the humble in what is right, and teaches the humble his way. And in Matthew 23 verse 12 says, Whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. God works through those who humble themselves before him, and a true mark of humility is knowing to trust in God through all circumstances. As we meditate on today's passage, let us rely on Christ and his surpassing power, which is made perfect in our humility and weakness.